life hands us challenges and lessons that we can always learn from. That makes us better human beings and makes us better astronauts. Whether it's a discussion around the table, whether it's working in the yard. It crosses my mind a lot when I'm doing some plumbing work at home or working on the car or something, saying, you know, I didn't approach that the most efficient way, and someday I may be asked to do something similar on the space station. How could I do better? High school is when I found out I wanted to be an astronaut. It just kind of hit me over the head one day reading a book about it in the high school library. I was reading about Apollo 13. So I changed my education in high school. I had loved art, wanted to be an artist, and then decided I wanted to work for the space program and started really buckling down on math and science. Went to a liberal arts college though because of the love of a lot of different kinds of education. So didn't do much more in terms of art, but I did major in physics at a small school in North Carolina. And then went on to engineering graduate school at the University of Virginia. Got a degree in engineering physics there. And then from that point on, I changed gears again. Found out that, yeah, I love science, but I also love working with people. I liked the people that, doctors that I worked with. I was in a biomedical project. So I decided I'm going to go to medical school, and instead of continuing on with a graduate degree, a PhD in engineering. So I switched over to the medical school there, went to Wake Forest for medical school in North Carolina. And then from there, fell in love with emergency medicine, did a residency in emergency medicine. Was working as an ER doc for a while in Seattle, Ohio and Seattle, and then found out they need flight surgeons down here at the Johnson Space Center, and they had a new program for training outside doctors to work as flight surgeons. So I came down, applied for the program. I was one of two in the first class for brand new flight surgeons here at JSC, started taking care of astronauts and pilots. And then during that time found out, man, I'd love to be an astronaut, so I applied and got in. As an astronaut, I selected in 2004, and then in 2008 got a call from the chief of the office at the time, Steve Lindsay, called me in and said he wanted to assign me to a crew, STS-127 shuttle flight, to go up in 2009. So I started training with my crew, 6 other crewmates, and a little bit with the station crew. There was going to be 6 people up there, so we were going to be the first gathering of 13 at once in space. So that was the shuttle flight in 2009. And then soon after that was reassigned to a space station flight, long duration, 6 months, to launch out of Kazakhstan on a Russian rocket on the Soyuz, dock to the space station, and work as a flight engineer. But that meant actually not only helping fly the Soyuz, but mostly doing research on station for a little more than 5 months.